Hello. I know I haven't uploaded in 4 months, and prior to that, I think it was 4 and 5 months, and then prior to that was another few months. This isn't an excuse or anything. I'm just simply saying what's going on. I have anxiety. It's not like medically diagnosed. I have medication for anything like that. It's bad. um, and it's hard for me to record a video without my anxiety going up. I don't know why, it just is. And I edit my own videos, which I don't mind doing, but I have to hear myself a lot, and I hate it. And my anxiety causes me to breathe a lot heavier in the video, so when I go and edit, I'm editing out all the breathing spaces. Like I just had one, you won't hear it, but I just had one. I have to edit out, and it gives me anxiety. So I'm trying to work through it. It's complicated, and I'm sorry I haven't uploaded that much. For those who've been sticking around, who still support me, thank you, I appreciate you, and I'm really hoping that I can get better at doing videos, because I was doing pretty good at it for the first like 2 or 3 years. And then we got out of COVID, the pandemic, and it just got a lot worse. And The Flash ended. It was still going on during the Flash era when season 8 and 9 were going on, but I really loved The Flash, even in later seasons, I know, but interacting with the community helped me a lot. And after The Flash ended, I didn't really have anything else to talk about besides random things here and there. Obviously, you can see it in the videos, including this one. And so that's why that all kind of played out the way it played out. So again, I'm hoping this year, I know it's already April, but I'm really hoping that I can get to a point where I can record videos at a more regular pace like I was doing, which was one every weekday. I wasn't uploading on the weekends that much. I'm hoping I can get back to that. I don't know if I can right away. It may take a while, but I'm really, really hoping I can get back to that, because I do have a lot I want to talk about. There's been a lot that's been going on over the last year that I've missed, that I didn't get a chance to really talk about. And I know there's a lot of people who kind of like hearing my opinions, whether you agree or not, and that's what I've always kind of enjoyed about it. Not an egotistical way, but it's nice interacting with people who have different opinions. And this video is going to be kind of like that, but also not. So yeah, I know I'm going on, but that's why I haven't uploaded that much. I'm trying to work on it. I'm sorry. And for those who continue to support me, I appreciate you. You have no idea how much I appreciate you. And just thank you. So I'm going to go. Enjoy this video. A few months back, James Gunn and I think it was Peter Safran, I could be wrong on that, said publicly that they wanted to do a DC game similar to Marvel Rivals, which I have a lot of opinions about. I'm going to talk about in this video. First off, I get why Marvel Rivals is popular, and they think if they can make a game like Marvel Rivals, they can steal kind of that popularity that Marvel Rivals has and put it towards DC and DC characters, and it'll work out for them, which, look, I don't know if it would or not. No one does know. But the thing that irritated me, and I would assume most people, is why haven't James Gunn and the people who run DC figured out what the gaming community in DC wants? Just do what worked for DC for years, which is another Injustice game, because Injustice 1 and 2 did really well for DC, and also it's unique that Marvel does not have. The Arkham games, besides Suicide Squad, Killer Justice League, make another Batman Arkham game. Which I will admit, I am happy to hear that Rocksteady's doing another Batman Arkham game. The problem is that won't be out for years, because it's a next-gen Batman game, which again, is cool, but when you look at the way DC's done things when it comes to games, you can tell they don't care. And I can say that because the Wonder Woman open world game that's going to be based off the Nemesis system, for those that don't know what that is by now, as you progress through the game, the villains get harder because you level up. It would have been perfect for Wonder Woman. And they canceled it for whatever reason. And then they were going to make a Flash open world game and canceled it. Not because they didn't have the idea for it or the story, but literally because, and I quote, because the Flash movie didn't do well. Like, they don't pay attention. The reason the Flash movie didn't do well is not because no one liked the Flash or no one wanted a Flash movie. It was the fact that we did not like Ezra Miller as the Flash. And the first story you do is Flashpoint, which we've already seen like dozens of times in general for the Flash. And also, I mean, it's basically a Batman movie. I mean, literally. So the narrative that, well, we shouldn't do a Flash game because the Flash movie flopped, but we don't know why it flopped, it's not a good look. It's just not. And I'm going on a rant, but whatever. The point is that if DC wants their games to be popular like Marvel Rivals, the answer is not to make a DC Rivals type game. It is to literally just do what you know works for you, which is the Injustice, the Arkham games, and maybe quit canceling games because the movie doesn't do well. Maybe do a Superman game, which everyone has been asking for over a decade now, maybe even longer than that. And maybe don't cancel a Wonder Woman game. That sounds pretty cool. Just an idea. And also, when you release a DC mobile game, can we quit doing trailers that look like it's actually going to be like a really cool game? Because like DC Dark Legion, now don't get me wrong, I kind of like the game, okay? But the trailer makes it look like a Marvel Rivals type game. Like, and even the comments on the trailer for DC Dark Legion literally is, this is a DC Marvel Rivals type game. And then when the game comes out, it is nothing like it, because a trailer for a mobile game, which is for every mobile game in existence, even Marvel's done this, does not reflect what the actual game is. Like, so it's just whatever. That's the whole random mobile games in general. But the point is that why can't DC just take that art style, because people do like the art style from what I've seen, especially in that trailer, and just make a game off it. It doesn't need to be a Marvel Rivals type game. Make a Justice League game. Do that. You know how many people would be excited to see that? You know the narrative that would be when Marvel had the Avengers game flop, and if DC did a Justice League game and it did really, really, really well, and it has Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and the Flash and Cyborg, maybe Green Lantern, maybe Martian Manhunter. It was a fully open world with like Gotham, Metropolis, Central City, I mean, and all these other locations. And it was a full depth story where, especially like the Arkham games, but like expanded. That would do so well for DC. Or another Lego Batman game would be nice. I mean, there's so much they can do, but they don't do it. For whatever reason, I don't know. Now, don't get me wrong. It is nice to know that James Gunn is actually thinking about the DC gaming community, because under previous leadership, they really didn't. But again, it should not be, okay, Marvel has this, it's really popular, so if we take it, if we make a game like it, we'll do really well. Again, that may work, but they're missing the point. The Batman Arkham games tend to do well. When the story is well, when the gameplay is well, it's a really good competitor against Insomniac Spider-Man games, number one. Number two, again, as I said earlier, the Injustice games, there's nothing like that for Marvel. Maybe the exception of Marvel vs. Capcom, whatever. But even then, there's still an argument that can be made that Injustice games do not match that, because there's story there. There's legitimate ultimatums that you can make in the game that make you feel like you're in the game and not just playing a fighting game. That's what makes it different. Or having a game like the Wonder Woman game, which would have been a great competitor to, I don't know, the Wolverine game that's being developed by Insomniac. Or having a Superman game, which would be a great competitor to the Iron Man game that's currently in development that's said to be open world. That is how you do things. If you want to be in the gaming community, not particularly you have to have the idea of, oh, well, let's make this game to compete. But again, Marvel is beating DC in the gaming community. It's not even a debate. It's not even a question. Look at the Marvel games that are set to come out or have come out. They've released Marvel Rivals. They're working on the Wolverine game. They're working on Black Panther game. They're working on the Captain America and Black Panther game, I think it's 1983 or whatever it is, which looks amazing, I may add. They're working on a Marvel, I think it's called Cosmic Chaos. I could be wrong on that. But it's like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game that's really cool. It's coming out, I think, in the winter, they said, this year. I mean, it looks amazing. Genuinely looks amazing. And DC Gaming has DC Dark Legion, which again, isn't that bad for a mobile game, but the problem is it's a mobile game. They canceled Multiverses recently because it flopped. They canceled the Wonder Woman game. They canceled the Flash game because the movie didn't do well, just a horrible excuse I've already laid out. They have a Batman Arkham game not releasing for another several years because they need time to develop it because it's going to be a next-gen game. And that's it. I mean, as far as we are aware right now, there's nothing. And also, not to mention the fact that James Gunn even said that they had gaming companies come to him asking if they could do a story, and he said no because they wanted to do it in the movies or in a show. That is a red flag. I'm sorry, that is a red flag. If you are telling game companies not to do a certain story because you want to do it for yourself, which could easily blow up a main story in a game or simply make it weaker because where the story's supposed to go, it won't go because you want to use it for yourself, that's a red flag. To me. You can disagree, but to me that's a red flag. And that has me worried. And also, again, look at what Marvel has and what DC has. They have the next-gen open-world superhero games. Batman, or DC really doesn't. They have upcoming 2D scrolling games. DC doesn't. Marvel has a Rivals game. DC will never get that because even if they do get it, it will not do as well as Marvel Rivals, at least for the time being, because Marvel Rivals is so popular. I don't see that popularity dying anytime soon, but especially with the community that it has. And so I think right now, at least for the next 2 years until the next Batman Arkham game comes out, unless they're working on something huge behind closed doors, I don't see how it can work. I don't see how the DC games in general for AAA could ever work on a scale that Marvel has. Unless they start doing what the gaming community wants, which is, like I said earlier, a Superman game, a good Arkham game, a new Injustice game, which I know they're working on 2 of those 3, maybe do a Flash game. I think that's how you can make it work. And also, maybe just do a different style of gaming. It doesn't need to always be like the super realistic type of games. You can do like the cartoonish, like I said, the DC Dark Legion cartoon style. That was a really cool, like, animated style. Make a game off that. It would be genuinely really cool to see a Justice League game with that type of style. And I think it would sell really well. But those are my opinions. Let me know your opinions down in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.